Hi, family. Hi, family. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Ella Ivy. I'm the creator of Livzenastrology. I am a human on this planet Earth. And I just wanted to offer to you tonight, today, wherever you are in this now moment, whenever you watch this, a prosperity activation, a frequency activation to tune you into the frequency of prosperity. But before we get into prosperity, into the prosperity activation and what I was called to share with the collective today, I would invite you first of all to set your intention. And let's set intention by, first of all, connecting to the word. So, as an astrologer, I study symbols, planets, frequencies through the language of astrology. And right now, we've got some planetary alignments, especially with Mars, the action planet, that's in the sign of Gemini, which is language, the mind, what we think, how we communicate, early childhood education. So this meditation, this activation, this connection to prosperity may be very new for you. Because for some of you out here, for some of us out here, to even align or know what prosperity looks like or feels like, it's such a foreign concept. Because a lot of us on this planet Earth have been in survival mode or have been in a level of consciousness of poverty that has been normalized, that has been said, no, it's okay, it actually benefits you to be poor, to be in poverty. Don't worry, your riches will be in the next life, right? So as long as you do good and you follow a set of precepts, that you're going to reach this kingdom of heaven, if you will. And I'm not saying any of that is bad. I'm just saying that that's part of the story that might be keeping you from the prosperity that you can be experiencing, which is heaven on earth right now. Because prosperity, heaven, to me, is not a place. It's a vibration within you that's to be felt and experienced, and through gratitude, through truly being appreciative of everything, is what tunes you into this state, this heavenly state, this bliss consciousness that it's not contingent upon anything other than what's happening in this right now, other than the next breath that you get to take, that you get to experience. So I wanted to share, and I might get interrupted here because my dog Tanner's done eating and he's going to want to come into the sun patio here. So I'm going to wait for him to kind of finish. It's a timing thing with animals. You know, we got to take care of our fur babies. So thank you for your patience. But really connecting to the frequency of prosperity may be new for you. It may be because you've been in survival mode for so long that you may not even know how to tap into prosperity. What does prosperity even really truly look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? What does it, can you tune into it if you've never experienced it? And this is the dance. This is the dance with using the imagination and meditation, using Mars, action of the mind, to control these mindful states if you can, as much as you can. I know control is an interesting word, but if you can direct, I would rather say, because you can't control it. It's like trying to control the ocean tides. It doesn't work. But you can manage how you step into that ocean and the times when you do enter into these realms and you can get swept up by currents. But if you have a boogie board, or if you have a life draft, or you have something, a vessel to anchor into, to an experience with the ocean, you can experience whatever it is that you're intending to experience. So it is my intention today, and for anybody that's connecting to this channel, to be able to tune into, even if it's for the very first time, the energy and frequency of prosperity. Think of it like a radio station. And it might be a music or a tune or a tone you've never heard before. So this might be very, very new for you. And for those of you who've been able and who've been blessed and gifted to tap into prosperity, maybe at certain tides or times in your life where you've maybe had a windfall, or I'm here in the United States, I can remember being a single mom. Tax season was a blessing to me because I would get, tax credits for being a single parent and head of household and all that. So I can remember at some points getting pretty decent amount of checks, right? And I would look forward. Thank you, Crow. Thank you. I'm in nature right now, so when you hear background noise, that's also spirit, the nature spirit's talking to us. And so I listen to that as well. Just want to acknowledge that. So yeah, I got to feel that safety, right? That security, that even though it was tied into money, I just knew that large sum was coming in and a certain amount of bills would get to be paid. And I always thought too, living in survival mode for so long, it's like, oh good, I get to live another 6 months on this realm and not be so stressed, right? So I would be able to tap into these states, even if it's just momentarily, of a very relaxed nervous system, even for that moment, and to truly feel prosperity. I think of also times when, for example, COVID was one of the best times of my life because that was one of the most pivotal situations that could have happened for me. And that's a whole nother story about what happened with COVID. But to me, that was a very prosperous time. And it's not because I had a lot of money. It was because I was able to be around my family and I was able to work on my body and I was able to learn health regimens. I was able to not have to work for a while and to actually just work on myself for a whole year. And what a gift. What a gift that was, to basically be on a retreat for a year, having all my expenses and my bills and the food and everything provided for. I got to tap into that and feel that almost like passive income, residual income. That's why now I do what I do, because I was able to tap into it and go, wait a minute, this is a thing. We can do this. We can live in this prosperity consciousness, and wealth doesn't look the same for everybody. It looks different. Yeah, it might be some nice cars or having nicer things, material items. But for me, it's about having my time. I've got Capricorn in second house. Second house is where you value what you value. And for me, Capricorn, the ruler of Capricorn is Saturn, which rules time, right? Chronos. So the most valuable thing to me in this realm, in this world, is time. So anything that gives me more of my time back to myself, yes, thank you, Crow. Yes. Calling in more time, that to me is prosperity. Having time to do what I love to do, and knowing that I can live simply. I don't have to have all these big ornate meals, or, I just want to be healthy. I want to feel good in my body. I want to share a smile and laughter with my friends and family. I want to go to a drum circle and just listen to music and play music and learn how to play an instrument and learn how to create, right? I've always wanted to be a writer, but I've never given myself the time to write because I've been in that struggle mode. And even in that year during COVID, I gave myself that time to learn about myself, and not so much writing, but that was very much a health journey for me. That was when my progressed moon was in Virgo. Astrologically, that just means I had an emotional need to tune into my health. So the moon is your emotional body, and you have a progressed moon. So right now my progressed moon is in Libra because it moves like a time clock. And so now I have an emotional need to connect to the other, to connect to people, to connect to the other, right? Seventh house, relationships, to relate. So in that effort, in that honoring of this concept, this idea, this frequency of prosperity, knowing that what you create for others, you do create for yourself. And what you create for yourself, you can create for others. This is the power of social media, right? This is Aquarius. This is Pluto in Aquarius, transforming Pluto. Aquarius, the collective energy, big groups of people. By individuating, the opposite of Aquarius is Leo, and we're in Leo season right now. So it's all about showing your individuated creativity, your voice, your own inner vessel, sharing it with the collective, opposition, Aquarius, and sharing your gifts so that we can all be ignited, Leo, fire, by your inspiration, by, it's like this upload into collective consciousness, right? What you do for the other, you do for yourself. And the more that you create and craft the life of your dreams, this frequency of prosperity within you, then if you upload that and you share it authentically and genuinely from your heart, knowing that everybody would benefit from feeling prosperous. And again, prosperity is going to look different for everybody. So this is an opportunity, an invitation as we step into this meditative practice, and we're going to get to this state, to this frequency. We're going to turn the channel to the frequency of prosperity through the breath. But I just wanted to sort of share with you so you can conceptualize and idealize what does prosperity truly look like for you, so that you can tap into it, even if you've never experienced it before. Even if you have to fake it till you make it. You know, we all watch television programs, right, where we've seen people who we perceive are living prosperously, right? So even if you've never had prosperity in your life, can you image it? Can you tune into a group or a being that you've seen, you've witnessed somewhere in social media, somewhere on television, where they were living prosperously, and you could identify that that's what prosperity looked like or felt like to you? So this is a bit of a fake it if you make it type of energy. And my dog Tanner's ready to come in now from after eating, so let me go let him in so we can start on this. So we can start on this meditation. I just wanted to go into that. All right, baby, come on in. Thank you. All right, and you guys can see, there's Tanner. Hi, Tanner. Hi, everybody. We're getting ready to meditate. You want to go inside? It's too hot. Okay. Yeah, it's hot right now. It's humid, even though it's overcast. It's very humid. So I'm starting to sweat out here. Also, I am starting to sweat because I know we're about to move some energy. Because whenever you tune in with a big collective group like this, and this is also what I've noticed since working with the collective energy with you guys more on social media, I'm having to really clear my energy field and be in my own lane and sleep. And because I've decided to work with collective energies, for you guys that are on TikTok here, just know that when you're tapped into collective energies, you can, especially if you're empathic, you can really feel everything that's going on. So it's really good to sage, to put some crystals around, you know, maybe to, again, I've been called to work with the crystal of labradorite quite often. And you can see how beautiful this color is. Look at the greens and the blues. It's very iridescent. And then, of course, crystal quartz, which is an amplifier, right? So this helps you tune into your psychic abilities, and this helps you amplify it. So with this intention for this meditation, this prosperity meditation, it's about amplifying the connectivity to the frequency of prosperity, and to really feeling psychically connected to one another so that we can witness each other being prosperous. Because one of the, thank you, Crow. And I keep hearing nature is like, yes, keep talking, keep going, keep sharing. That's how I'm interpreting it anyway. But one of the inversions in this realm that I'm realizing that we all have to, why there's been a dominant frequency of poverty, is because that's what the frequency is being emitted. Okay? So we have to be the dominant frequency. We have to overcome, I guess that's the best language, is to be the dominant field of energy, overriding this lack consciousness, this consciousness of poverty, of struggle. A lot of it's ancestral. We know that because our ancestors struggled, right? We have that in our DNA, which is part of these solar flare activations, and what's happening energetically on this planet is all that is shifting, all that is recalibrating. There's DNA that's being activated, that's being tuned in and turned on for us. So we need to settle the mind. Mercury, and again, Mars in Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury. And now we know Mercury just went into Virgo, which is ruled by Gemini, or ruled by Mercury rather. So there's a lot of mercurial energy happening in the cosmos, and it's making us focus our energy towards what we're thinking about, because that is the radio station we're tuning into to experience that frequency in this holographic universe. That's what we're tuned into, whatever. And if we're just tuned into a frequency or vibration of default based on lack and poverty, because our DNA, that's what it was programmed to, then we've got to do a reset. This is a massive opportunity for a reset, for a collective reset, for, again, anybody watching this in the now time moment, whenever this is aired and wherever I decide to put this. It really is holding that intention to set that grid, that matrix, that lattice system, because yesterday, I'm filming this on July 26th. This is the new Mayan calendar system per the Tolkien Mayan calendar system. Yesterday we experienced a day at a time, so this is a whole new reset. Thank you. I'm not sure if that's crow or hawk. It hasn't revealed itself yet, but yeah, so just learning to listen is part of this tuning in to the energy of prosperity, because in these quiet states of truly listening, you'll be able to hear it and feel it. So it's by tuning in to what you want to tune into and turning off, tuning out what needs to be shut off in the mind and our perceptions. So it's shape-shifting our perceptions, and it's shifting to a new frequency. And we can do it together. Aquarius is about the collective energy, and we're two or more gathered. Man, this thing can happen exponentially. So, just taking a moment, again, thank you again for being patient. Thank you everybody that's here is watching in this now time moment. To connect to the energy of prosperity, whatever that means for you. What does it mean to be prosperous? Does it mean having a certain amount of money in your bank account? That's okay if it does. Again, there's no judgment here. It's just tuning in to the remembrance, to the vibration of what you feel prosperity is for you. For me, it's having lots of health, lots of time to unfold, knowing that my needs are provided for, knowing that I have enough to provide for the roof over my head and for the food on the table and for my friends and family to have enough for what they need and to share abundantly without any constriction or having to bring a calculator to the grocery store or anything like that, right? It's okay. Let me go back to what prosperity is, not what I want, don't want. Let me redirect, redirecting the mind. Redirecting the mind into what prosperity could be. So again, having an abundance of time, not just leisurely time, but time for self, time for self-reflection, for doing those things that we always know we wanted to do, but never gave ourselves time for because we had to work, we had to provide. So what if you had that? You had the prosperity of time, you had the prosperity of health, where you felt really good in your body, that nothing hurt, that everything felt yummy and flexible and strong, right? Can you imagine the prosperity of your health, being your cells and your health being able to regenerate and rejuvenate whenever it needs to? The prosperity of having time to spend with friends and family. If you want to go take a Tai Chi class or a yoga class or go see a cool speaker that you've been wanting to see, or take that class online that you've been really wanting to study, right? Can you have that prosperity to share in that experience? Having the technology, the tools. Again, what does prosperity look like? So, enough of me talking now. I just wanted to have everybody have a chance to come on board. And again, thank you everybody who's here in this now time moment to tune into the channel and to the frequency of abundance, or prosperity rather, with me. And let's do this together, because again, we're two or more gathered. So if you want, like I said, I've been working with crystals. If you want to take a moment to maybe grab some water, grab a crystal, grab an oil, right? Bless my water. I always, I don't say bless, I want to be less. I bliss my water out, saying thank you, thank you, thank you, humming in it. Um, um, um. Why do I do that? Check out Veda Austin and the power of water and cymatics and vibration in water and intention setting with water, because water is a powerful tool. It's a powerful resource, and it's so misunderstood. This is just something I wanted to share. I call it the SSB, my secret spiritual behavior. So yes, I cymatic my water. I put it to my third eye. I say thank you, and before I imbibe with it. Okay, crystals in hand. I did use an oil, which is funny. I was using doTERRA essential oil products for a while. They got a little too expensive on me. And as I'm learning to play with abundance. So I use them conservatively, but the oil that wanted to come in today that I really love is called In Tune, as we're tuning into the frequency of prosperity. I figured this oil is perfect to keep me in tune to that. So again, I would invite you to use whatever tools that you'd like to use at this time, because again, we're going into a frequency or radio station that maybe none of us have ever been to before. So whatever helps you get into that relaxed meditative state, because it's about repatterning brain waves and changing our brain wave patterns. This is what focused breath and breathing will do. And so this breath exercise that we're going to play with today, it's called the 447. And why those numbers came in is because the north node and the south node of the moon are like the two poles of the earth that everything spins around. Is like the axis point, right? Where the moon is spinning in these, and the moon is our memory, the moon is our mastery, the moon is how we feel and what we remember learning. And whenever the moon is aligned and moving through a portal, it moves through every 2.5 days. So right now the moon's in Aries, which is about the head. It's about starting new beginnings. It's moving into Taurus, which will be going to the throat. So 4 and 7 numerologically is what holds the nodes of the moon. So 4 and 7. And again, I invite you to do your own deep diving with numerology and how it connects astrologically to certain days of the weeks and planets. It's a very interesting concept. And I actually have an ebook that I've been looking to give away. So if you guys want to reach out to me, just check out my email me, and I'd love to send you a free ebook about that. But anyway, going back to this prosperity, just tuning in, using the tools of nature, whatever connects you there. This is getting into that meditative state, and we're purposely changing our brainwave patterns through changing our breath, because that's how you regulate this whole system, is through the power of the breath. And so I call it breath play instead of breath work, because it makes it more fun with the mind, Leo, right? Sun in Leo's got to have fun before it creates anything. So if it's too work mode, which of course we've got Mercury and Virgo, which likes to get to work, there can be that balance of work and play. So this is whatever language works for you, plays for you. Go ahead and use that. But this is going to be a breath play that's going to help us tune into the vibration and the frequency and the radio station of prosperity, whatever that means for you. So I've called out and I've named what prosperity means for you, which means having more of my time to explore different aspects of my life, through music, through more studies of astrology, through health, through travel. So anybody that's watching, if you're still here now, if you wouldn't mind sharing, if you can, in the comments, and I'm not sure if you're even allowed to write in the comments, but if you can share, what does prosperity mean to you? When you think of prosperity, what does prosperity mean to you? To just take a moment to think about that, to sit with that. Because these next few breaths are going to help us get there. And again, we're going to be doing the 4-4-7. So we're going to be inhaling for the count of 4, holding our breath for the count of 4, and exhaling our breath for the count of 7. And we're going to do that 4 times together. This is 4 is foundation. It's a grid point. And when you're taking more time to release the breath rather than inhale, there's again that hemisyncing that's happening, creating balance in the brain, but it's also shifting our brain waves. And again, with the power of intention to shift us to the concept, the vibration, the frequency, the radio station of prosperity. That's what the breath is going to invite in. So I'm going to hold my crystals. That's how I intend to help amplify my energy and really feeling that. And just really feeling, excuse me, again, more time for myself, more time to explore, plenty of abundant resources to go travel. That's the frequency of prosperity that I'm tuning into. But please, what are you tuning into right now? With that, close your eyes. Get comfortable if you'd like. If you want to lie down for this, that's okay too. If you want to sit up nice and tall and straight and allow the current of the spine, the channel of the central, your current of your central channel to come through fluidly, that's okay too. This is your journey. This is your connection to prosperity. This is your turning the channel. So on the next few inhales, please, the next 4 inhales, let's go ahead and inhale through the nose, please, for a count of 4. So let's go ahead and inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 2, 3, 4. And release for 7 through the nose, nice and slow. The bottom of the release, hold for 2. And let's go ahead and do that 4 count again. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. And release for 7, nice and slow. Hold at the bottom of the release for 2. Let's do another cycle, please. Hold for 4. And release for 7. Hold at the bottom for 2. Let's do it one more time together. With your eyes still closed, I would invite you to see in your mind's eye your brothers and sisters across the planet that are doing this breath play meditation now with you. They're all around you now in a giant circle. And through your mind's eye, I want you to see yourself holding hands and grabbing the hand of the being to the left of you, the being to the right of you, that we're all connected through this central channel, this current, this webbing, through this social media. We are connected now with our hands, and then see a light coming from your heart space as we are all connected hand by hand. And see your heart space being ignited with this beautiful white golden frequency. And send that white golden frequency from your heart to the center of the circle. And I would ask everybody in this circle, this prosperity circle that we have created through our intention, through holding of our hands in the ethers, and through the intention of our hearts, to hold our hearts together, to connect our hearts together now with this white golden frequency. This white golden light that's being emitted from our pure heart space. And through the next few breaths, as we are connected through hearts, through hands, and now through our minds, connecting to the frequency of prosperity, whatever that means for you. Even if you've never experienced it, what can you fake it? Can you imagine what would it look like? Imagine it now. Imagine seeing If it's a prosperity of health that you're calling in for yourself, see your body healthy, whole, healed, complete. And in your healthiest state, wherever you were, whatever age you were in your healthiest state, returning to that state now, that is your default. And your body will listen. So having a prosperity of health, rejuvenation, the ability of the body to repair and restore and rejuvenate itself. Calling in that prosperity consciousness of the cells now for anybody that's needing support with their health in any part of their body. A part of your body might be highlighted for you now. Just see that part of the body and just send it love and the energy of prosperity, a prosperity of health, coming into that cluster of cells, that organ, whatever skeletal system, bones, joints, stomach, mind, eyes. Where is it for you that you are sending that abundance frequency? Again, we are all still connected with our hands and our hearts. Now connecting our minds, calibrating our minds towards a prosperity channel. As we're tuning into the frequency of prosperity, what could that also look like? Prosperity of time with your family and a prosperity of resources. What if you already had that beautiful home that you've been calling in, the sanctuary space that you call home, with your divine partner who you share unconditional love with your family, your children, who's there with you now? And this feeling of prosperity with the family you choose, with the family that is most harmoniously balanced for you. Surrounding yourself with that feeling, already having that. Taking another breath in. Breathing out through the nose. Again, hands and heart of this collective still connected. Calibrating our minds to the frequency and channel of prosperity. Is prosperity also a prosperity of time where you can travel and go anywhere you choose without having a job to be obligated to? You are self-employed. You are a generator. You just generate in your sleep. Whatever job or tool or functionality or automation or whatever that comes to you, the invention where you can just be. That money is not an option or a thought or anything you have to chase anymore. It's already there. It's already provided. Can you feel that energy of prosperity? However that aligns, you don't have to control how it comes in. Just allow it in. And maybe even say that mantra right now as our minds, collective mind is together, connected with our hearts and our hands. We allow in abundance. We allow in prosperity and the feeling of prosperity to come through our central channel, our hearts and our hands and our minds, connecting to that abundance, that overfill of prosperity. Not having to compete, not having to squabble, because we already have it. Everybody's so prosperous and everything that they need. There's no need. It's just a need to share and to smile and to dance and to love, because we feel so good in our bodies and we feel safe in our homes. Our homes are our sanctuary. We're surrounded by people we love who love us unconditionally, and where we are accepted unconditionally. And we accept the other unconditionally. Can you see and feel, while our hands are still connected, while our hearts are still connected, calibrating the mind to tune in that prosperity frequency, that channel of prosperity frequency? Again, recalibrating. What does that feel like? What does that look like? Who's in your field experiencing it with you? Again, just taking a few breaths to be in this frequency. And smile in appreciation and gratitude for what you already have. Smile in the bigness of who you are in this now, being surrounded by people who are also a vibrational match to this frequency of prosperity that you have been riding on, that you are choosing to ride on now. While our hands are joined, our heart is connected, and our minds are calibrating to this channel of prosperity. See this united toric field, this beautiful lattice, this beautiful web connection, upgrading from entanglement, but calling it a tapestry, creating a beautiful tapestry within our hearts, our hands, and our minds. And in a final deep breath now, calling in a nice one deep final full breath in through the nose. Hold for a second and release. Knowing that this calibration, this connection to the frequency of and the channel of prosperity is complete. We are there. Again, no matter when in time and space you connect to this meditation, to this calibration with your brothers and sisters all over the planet, just know that you are united right now, right now, right now, within this frequency, within this timeline, within this heart space, because you are a vibrational match to this now. You are a vibrational match to prosperity on all levels, whatever that means for you. We see it for you, brothers and sisters. We anchor it in for you, brothers and sisters. We witness you living your most prosperous life. We witness ourselves living our most prosperous life. And with so much gratitude and love, just thank each other for holding this dominant vibration, this dominant frequency of unconditional love for ourselves and for one another. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for being here. Thank you for uniting hand to hand, heart to heart, mind to mind. May the divine will be done in us, through us, by us, for us. And let it be us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So much love. If you want to take another few deep cleansing breaths, you can. If you want to slowly open your eyes, you can do that too. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you, everybody who is here watching and witnessing and being in this now moment. It is my deepest intention that you receive everything you need to receive today. And being able to tune into the vibration and the frequency of prosperity, however that shows up for you. And maybe continue with the mantra that I allow prosperity to flow through me, into me in all ways, in all manners. Expected, unexpected, I just allow it. I allow it to flow right through me right now. Maybe keep working with this energy and this frequency and this vibration, and I'm going to hopefully be able to put this on my YouTube channel, and we can rewatch this at any time, guys. Thank you so much for joining the live. Thank you for hand-to-hand, heart-to-heart, mind-to-mind connection as we are doing this together. That is what this age, this Pluto and Aquarius is really about. It is transforming together with this collective, unified heart-mind field, bringing prosperity and love to all of us. Because that is who we are. We're remembering who we are. Thank you, family. So much love to you. Thank you for being here. Bye.